I recently replaced a circuit board behind this display screen because this particular blue icon was very dim. Now they're not very bright to begin with, but because this one was on more than the rest, it was lit all the time pretty much, it started getting dimmer. So I guess the life expectancy of the LED was met. So I replaced the board and it's about as bright as the rest. Now the blue isn't really that bright, and also, as you can see, the labels on the touch panel telling you what the buttons are for, they're very difficult to see. The ambient lighting has to be right on the thing in order to see it. So I took the original circuit board and I removed the LEDs, did some research, did some voltage testing, and I'm going to replace them, and then maybe someday I'll swap that board back out and see whether they work again. So this is a strip of 10 LEDs. This is one of the LEDs. Can you see that thing? There's the pencil point right there. It's going to be a real chore to solder this thing back on. Now, I was initially a little bit upset about how much the freight cost to ship these tiny little LEDs. I got a row of white and a row of green, and the LEDs were much cheaper than the shipping. However, I'm going to reverse package what I received here. So bear with me, I'm trying to do this with one hand. So these LEDs came in this anti-static bag. Alright, and I'm going to just drop this LED back in the bag for now so I don't lose it. Uh-oh, there it is. Yeah, it tends to disappear sometimes when you squeeze the tweezers. Okay, that went in the bag. Okay, so this bag was in this bag. And it was kind of cumbersome. But also in this bag was silica gel. And there was a card indicating moisture damage or not. Then this bag was in this bag along with the other one, sealed up and in a box that came UPS. So pretty incredible. I'm going to be putting some flux on these guys. They cleaned up really well with some desoldering braid. I put some chip quick on the braid and it made a big difference in the performance. So I'm just going to be going 1, 2, 3, and I have my LEDs in a metal bin because they're static sensitive. Just make sure that all the static is discharged between the surfaces before you go ahead and touch it. This stuff is like a gel. You can probably see there's a good blob on there. I'm hoping that this stuff helps the SMDs stay in place when I solder. All done. I'm going to test them with my meter. I'm going to use these two, what they're called vias, and try to get my meter in position with one hand. And there we go. It's the diode test scale on my Fluke multimeter, and it's enough to forward bias the LED. I don't know why I'm fighting with this one, because I already tested it, but let's just do it on camera. Here's number 2. Might as well go for the whole thing. Here we go, number 3. Yeah, the leads touch together, so you saw it light. So the board's done. Now what's left to do with this is to get the front display part of it in there and the little posts shoved through these holes. That's going to be lots of fun. And then I'm going to put a little temporary glue on it because I don't know what the forward voltage is on this board. I'm assuming that the tests that I made were put me in a ballpark as far as what voltage and current the LEDs required. I'm shooting for a good bright output. There they are up there. I flipped the board around. So I won't know that until I put this back in when the other board wears out. So the results may vary. Thanks for watching.